All right, guys, welcome back. CFP here, and this is Survival Living. So, we're outdoors. Yeah, CFP gets to play out in the woods. All right, the fact is, guys, I'm fixing to start my second part-time job, along with YouTube, and that's about 2 weeks, so I won't have much time to get this project done. So, I wanted to get it done now. Now, outdoor survival. We're pushing more outdoor survival on this channel. Why? Well, one, we're a prepper, okay? Prepping is more than just stockpiling food, checking out the latest gear. Outdoor survival skills is a necessity if you plan on surviving. Now, I've heard many times, I'm just gonna bug in. Bugging out's gonna get you killed. All right, a little bit about my history. I lived off the land for a year and a half. I was a freight train rider. And no, I'm not talking about Amtrak. We call it Scamtrak. I'm not talking about passenger train. I am talking about freight train, Union Pacific's, Berlin Northern Santa Fe. We rode freight trains. All right, for a year and a half, I lived out of my backpack. I had to rely on what was in my backpack, my tools, and my survival skills. Now, we're building this with our hands. Yeah, I got nicked. We're building this with our hands and with what tools we have in our bug out gear. All right, so real fast. Got a folding saw. Actually, I carried a folding saw in my bug out gear, with my gear, when I was a train rider. These things are awesome. It was not this brand. This brand is really awesome. I got to clean the pine sap off of that, and so I got into a pine. All right, next up. So we just did a review on this. This is the Annihilate Survival Shovel. All right, Zoon Lotoo. They sent this to us for free, and we did a review on it. I like it, and it earned its place in our bug out gear. So we are also using that because I did not carry a hatchet when I was train riding. I carried a fire axe. I don't have a fire axe with me right now. We won't get into details why I was carrying a fire axe, but, well, I was carried one. So I do have a hammer because I did have a steel hammer and cordage. That's it. We have a hammer. We have a shovel, axe, combo, multi-tool, which thing is freaking awesome. We've got a collapsible shovel, and we are building this shelter. Now, in the bug out gear, yes, I always carried my sleeping bag. I carried my tarp, fire equipment. I carried some food. I carried game snare traps, things like that. So guys, this is what we're doing. This wood here, I am very fortunate to come across. My family just recently did some landscaping, and these old popcorn trees grow everywhere out here, and they're a nuisance to your yard here in Florida. If you don't keep them trimmed, cut down, they're going to take over. And believe it or not, if you cut one down, it just grows right back in the same spot. It's freaking crazy. So right now we're just trimming up stuff, just getting things in order, just to see where it's going to lay at, things like that. Nothing seriously tied off or notched off. I mean, we're working on notching that one. Other things are just tied up. We're going to be doing more videos like this, guys. The fact is, I've lived outdoors. I know what it takes to survive. This channel here prides itself on honesty, to teach you how to survive, not some BS. I read this, but I've never been camping yet. You know what? Forget camping. I'm talking about survival. I'm talking about when we get done with this thing, expect CFP to be living out of this thing for a little while. No, my wife didn't kick me out. Now, this is not deep in the woods. This is part of the property. That's why we're not cutting down any trees. We trimmed some branches, and that's just because they grow like crazy on this. We're not cutting down any trees. We have a lot of tree logs and stuff like that that was donated to us for the channel, so we can do these things here. So to be respectful to family's property, we're not cutting down anybody's tree. All right, so we broke down our survival shovel so it's more manageable by hand. Now we cut grooves, slots in this wood. This is because we are notching this, and it makes it easier if we pre-cut our grooves, so we just notch it a little bit. This way, when we stand this up for our backbone, we can notch it up closer to the tree without damaging the tree, and then we tie it off. So we'll use our little shovel and notch her out. All right, so we got the basis of the shelter. Next thing I know, we got to start building our base back here, since there's no tree on this side and we want to build a decent sized shelter. We're gonna start digging. All right, so we got a structure up. Now we use baling wires for our main structure pieces. This wire is what we use for our survival snares too. You can pick that up at either, we got that at Tractor Supply. Tractor Supply, Ace Hardware. I don't know, Walmart might even have it. So moving around, guys, we're still working on our X bracings. That way the structure doesn't go anywhere, but our main beams and stuff we've wired up really tight. All right, so I went ahead and put some of this insulating wall material in, just kind of give you the idea of what's going on here, because as you can see, our wall's spaced out. It's not solid wood. All right, well, I don't have the luxury of cutting down a whole bunch of trees, so we're using what material we have available. Now, this stuff here, guys, grows everywhere. This is popcorn tree. All right, these are small growing popcorn trees, and it dries down very nicely. So what we're doing is we are building our wall out of this, stacking them on. We're weaving it through our well, let's call them wall studs. Okay, so that's going to be our walls. Same thing for our roof when it gets done, our back wall, everything. Now for our doorway, we put down here on the end, we are double studding this, so this is all going to be fashioned really tight, because you want your doors double studded, or 2 logs, 2 sticks for the door, and also the end cap pieces. That way it just adds more strength to your shelter. But once we get in, I got some stumps and stuff we got to dig out. And it's going to be decently sized. Fireplace is all that's going to be over there. Back here is going to be sleeping quarters. So that is that, guys. I have been working all day out here, and yes, we are using a handsaw. We're using everything in our bug out gear. That's it. I hear a lot about staying bugged in. Staying bugged in is ideal. Your supplies are there. You feel more secure in your home. You still need to have a bug out plan. All right. Now this shelter here is a more sustainable shelter as far as long term. We have done debris shelters, we've done tarp shelters, we've shown all kind of different types of shelters. Hey, you can even use a tent outdoors. All right. This channel is going to be going more and more to outdoor survival. We've done 2 years of prepping. Do we still prep? Absolutely. We know shit has hit the fan. We know it's going to get worse. This is a slow slide, SHTF. It's not getting better. You need to work on your outdoor survival skills. Shelter. You need to learn how to build shelter. We've covered a lot of things in our outdoor survival videos as far as snares, traps, things like that. Hey, guys, we're revisiting those things. I've got a couple sleeves up my trick. I'm dyslexic as can be. Got a couple tricks up my sleeve. I've been doing outdoor survival for a very long time. I've had to live off the land for over 1.5 years. I've picked up a lot of ideas. Sure, you can get a survival book. They're good ideas. It does you no good if you don't go outside. You have to practice everything you read. A lot of those survival books don't work. How can you say that? I can say that because I've done it. I've been out here. I've been outdoors most of my life. Been outdoors living off the land for 1.5 years. A lot of that stuff in those books sounds good on paper. I read the forums on survival websites. And again, we're not calling anybody out. We don't do that here. Survival forums, things like that. Well, you need to do this, you need to do that. Okay, listen here, armchair warriors. That's exactly who these people are. When you have to get out here in the dirt and mud, you have to get out here in the woods. Everything looks good on paper. I'll tell you that right now. Everything looks good on paper. I've been building steel buildings all my life. Worked in shipyard. I've been a welder, iron worker. I've worked in the oil fields. Everything looks good on paper. Once you put your hands on something, it's a new game. Everything looks good on paper. It's a good idea, a good plan until you actually have to do it. That's why when we talk about bugging out, do a practice run. We talk about power outages. Do brownout drills. Brownout drills. Okay, I'm not talking about you going to the bathroom. Yeah. Turn off your power. Turn everything off. Now, check your survival rating. Is your food going to go bad in your refrigerator? Yeah, it will. Do you have contingency plans to create new power? Free power when power goes out? We've covered these things. When I got emails during the Texas power outage from people in Texas and people here that are on our channel, sending me emails telling me that they don't even have any food prepped, but they've been here on the channel typing, what you need to be doing is to do this and that. But then you email me. This isn't a game. I'm trying to teach you survival skills. I'm trying to teach you how to be a prepper, how to thrive, how to live when others are dying around you. All right, guys. So this build here is taking our time because we got a lot of stuff going on. I mean, I'm videoing other videos, answering emails, texts, comments, contacting other creators, talking to them, YouTube creators. We start networking with each other. So, you know, I'm on the phone all the time. I'm out here all the time. So to the ones that said, why haven't you answered my call? Well, I'm out here. But I'll get back to you as soon as I can. All right, guys. So again, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification buzzer, bell, whatever that thing is called. It should be over there, I think. Anyway, guys, y'all need to be getting outdoors. You need to start testing things. Okay, so when I get done with this video, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, man, that was pretty cool. I already hear the comments, well, you should have been doing blah, blah, blah. I've done this. This works. Let me be real clear. This works. In other words, I've had to survive in a shelter like this. I've had to live out of my bug out gear. Not a camping trip. I'm talking about actually having to live out in the wild. Now, we're on family property here. That's why all of our lumber and stuff, this is scavenged lumber. They did some landscaping yesterday, and I was able to acquire all the wood material left. That's why our wall is not a solid wall. We have split it up. So I'm showing you limited resources and what you can do. I don't do a video just to be talking about survival, talking about what I read. My videos are based off my life experience, what I have proven actually works. That's the difference between me and a lot of channels out there. The stuff I show is what works. All right, now a couple more things. I've had to remove a couple people. Hate to do it. This channel is not, and I am not going to put up with racial slurs. I'm not. I'm not a racist. I don't like racism. You're not going to use my channel, my comment section, to spout out you're anti-Semitic, anti-race. You're not going to do it. I remove you. You know why? Because I don't like it. And it's my channel. All right, with all that being said, I am going to go eat dinner. And you guys take care. Speak to y'all later. Right fast, guys, I would like to talk about one of our affiliate programs here on the channel. The best way to protect your family is being prepared. Not only is Legacy Premium the best value in food storage, but it is also the best tasting and most nutritious. Up to a 25-year shelf life and free shipping on all orders, Legacy Food is a go-to for long-term emergency foods. Not only are we affiliated with Legacy Food Storage, we actually use them for our emergency long-term food preps. Legacy Food has the lowest cost per pound, voted the best tasting, a 25-year shelf life, non-GMO, gluten-free options, and yes, it's made here in the USA. So guys, if you want to help support the channel and support yourself with long-term food storage, check out our affiliate links in the description.